Hi, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Also, happy International Women's Day. It is Tuesday, March 8th, 2022, and I am Lindsay with Alight Legal. We are an immigration law firm in Washington, D.C., and tonight we are bringing the exciting news about temporary protected status being approved for 3 different countries: Ukraine, Sudan, and South Sudan. So, temporary protected status is a pretty exciting development for nationals or citizens or people who last resided in one of these 3 countries and may now be stateless, because TPS, or temporary protected status, comes with a lot of benefits. So, as of our people who have been in the United States from one of these 3 countries, as of March 1st, 2022, will be permitted to apply for temporary protected status. And temporary protected status has been designated for these 3 countries for 18 months. So for 1.5 years will be the first period of time that will be guaranteed for TPS for these 3 countries, and then the U.S. government may decide to extend temporary protected status beyond that time period. So TPS for, again, Ukraine, Sudan, and South Sudan have been designated as of March 1st. And the countries of Sudan and South Sudan, they had old designations, so they've been redesignated and the designation has been extended. So this actually opens up the filing period for new applicants, and you did not have to have TPS before. So TPS is for 18 months for these 3 countries at this time. It allows for a work permit. So when you apply for TPS or temporary protected status, you can also apply for your work permit. That then allows you to get a social security card if you do not have one, and work with permission while you're in the United States. And also, very importantly, if TPS is granted for you, then you are protected from removal or deportation. So if you are in status, you can apply for TPS. If you are out of status, you can apply for TPS. If you have a removal order, you can apply for TPS. So there's a lot of benefits to applying for TPS. Now, importantly, for Ukraine and Sudan, the notice has not been published in what is called the Federal Register yet, so the filing instructions are not yet available. The filing instructions and timing for South Sudanese citizens is published, that is online and is available. And a couple of flags to go over. Although most people will be eligible for TPS, there are a few things that will make you ineligible. So if you have committed a felony, if you have 2 or more misdemeanors, there are some crime-related bars for TPS. Also, the mandatory bars that apply to asylum status also apply in the TPS context. So if you were firmly resettled in another country, or if you have dual citizenship, then you may not be eligible for TPS. The analysis isn't very straightforward, so certainly seek legal advice before applying or before deciding that you don't necessarily qualify because of your other status or because of your status in another country. And also, it's very important to understand that TPS is not automatic, so you do have to apply. You do have application. Each in apply your own, and also there is an application fee. The fee depends on your age and if you're applying for TPS by itself or if you are also applying for your work permit along with TPS. So that's the good news for this week. It is always important to have legal consultation if you are not sure about your eligibility for a benefit. you can reach us at info@alightlegal.com there, and we would be happy to review your eligibility depending on your background and your history and when you entered the U.S. So if you have questions, feel free to drop them in our comments. You can also reach us again at info@alightlegal.com. And I hope everyone has a wonderful evening. We will be back next Tuesday at 6 o'clock to provide other immigration updates and helpful information. Thank you and have a wonderful